Howdy, howdy, hey. How are you doing today? I'm the MoonFrog, and in this one, we're cutting up the floor in the accent to fit our 49-inch. Let's get into it. I didn't remember the moon being that far away. Right, so we got some really rusty bolts on that old suspension, so we're gonna ask our friend the Sawzall to take care of them. After that's all out, we'll go ahead and make a channel right through the floor pan to fit the pumpkin right into the floor of the car. And then we'll try to figure out how low we can go with it. Stick around and find out. Alright, well, we got this side all chopped out. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop off the other side, and after that we'll put the 49-inch under it and see where we should slide it in. Yeah. Now that's what I call doing a 5-lug conversion the hard way. So what's next? Well, up next, we're gonna take that old suspension out to the scrap pile, and we're gonna take that 49-inch, slide it under the body right there, and then we're just gonna drop it on it. Just for mock-up purposes, obviously. And from that, we'll trace out our lines and go from the inside and cut out a big section where the pumpkin's gonna be sticking right through. So yeah, let's keep up the good work. Alright, well, it probably looks just as goofy as you imagine right now, but don't worry, it's not going to sit that low and the car's not going to be that high. Our next step is going to be to cut a big trench right through the body. And then we will slide the rear end right up there and figure out our mounting. By the way, we still don't have a name for this car. Not an official name, at least. So, if you have any ideas of names for this piece of junk, leave them in the comments. Now let's figure out what we have to cut. Alright. So, if you can see down here, where the rear end sits, well, there's this big tub up there, which used to be for a spare tire, and also for this cross member suspension arm thingy majiggy. Yeah. So that's actually going to help us. We're going to go ahead and assume this cross member is perfectly square with the body. So we're going to use this area as reference point. The part we have to remove is right up there. We have to make a hole, and we're going to keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger until all of this sits at the height that we want here. So yeah, let's keep making some room for that rear end. All right, well, it's a new day and we're back working on the accent. So I did a little bit of eyeball measurement, and now we're gonna cut that square out. But first we're gonna take the rear end out from underneath, so we can cut the top layer and then go underneath and cut the cross member. And then after that, we should be able to drop the rear end flush with the body, hopefully. Right, so now we're gonna get back out. We're gonna slide the axle back under. We're gonna jack up the car and drop it on it. Okay, so we got our housing pretty well centered, and now I'm gonna slide the jack back under, jack up the body, take out that blocking, and we're gonna try to get this here sitting on the tube. So we have our rear end poking through, and it's fully lowered onto it. And I'm still not satisfied with it. So from out here, just imagine that with a tire. It's gonna be like a Hot Wheels, something like that. So about that, I had left some extra metal sticking up there just to support, and well, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna cut it off flush with the floor and get like 3 extra inches. And then from cutting that little bit off, we're gonna see if we get enough tuck. And if not, well, we'll keep cutting through the floor. So yeah. Okay. We got another little chunk cut off on each side. Now let's see if she tucks the wheel a little more. How's that look? It's a little more like it, I'd say. We obviously have the issue that it sticks out like a foot. but we'll worry about the width of the axles another day. Here's what it looks like inside though. We got the axle poking out like a good 6-7 inches inside of the car. And it almost looks normal. So I'm gonna try to figure something out to mock it up a little better, maybe put a wheel on there or something, just so we can get a better idea of what it would look like. And yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video. And now in the next video about the axle, we're gonna try to make some mounts for it. And hopefully soon enough, we'll be able to rebuild the axle, slap a set of wheels on there, and have an actual rolling chassis once again. But that's gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching, and until next time, go out, be rad.